Hey third graders, we're starting our final topic of your third grade year. This is lesson 10-1. We'll be using what's called an open number line to multiply factors that are multiples of 10. You'll see more what we mean in the next video. Let's go ahead and start with the visual learning video for lesson 10-1.
How can you multiply on an open number line? Let's find out! Complete the products in the table. Use an open number line to help. Describe any patterns you see. What does the problem ask you to do? Complete the products in the table using an open number line, and then describe the pattern. How is an open number line different from other number lines you have used? Other than 0, an open number line has no numbers or marks on it. You can use an open number line to multiply. You can show jumps of 50 on the open number line. One jump of 50 is 50, so 1 times 50 equals 50. What number on the number line will the next jump of 50 reach?
Alright, so we can, let's see, what is this asking? Make jumps of 50 along the number line. Wait a sec. Okay. I don't think this is working. Never mind.
2 jumps of 50 are 100. 2 times 50 equals 100. 3 jumps of 50 are 150. 3 times 50 equals 150. 4 jumps of 50 are 200. 4 times 50 equals 200. 5 jumps of 50 are 250. 5 times 50 equals 250. What does the number of jumps represent on this number line?
Select your answer.
So the number of jumps. This is 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps, 4 jumps, 5 jumps. So is that the product in the table or the 1-digit multiplier?
The number of jumps represents the 1-digit multiplier. Each section on the number line shows a group of 50. How does this number line show 5 times 50? There are 5 jumps, and the last jump reaches 250. So 250 is the product of 5 times 50. What do you notice about multiplying by 50?
Go ahead, blurt it out. What are some things you notice?
One thing you might notice is that it's similar to multiplying by 5 and then writing a 0 after the product. The pattern in the products is like the pattern when you multiply by 5, but with an extra 0 in the ones place. Now you know how to multiply on an open number line.
Awesome. Follow along in your workbook on page 541. Guided practice problem number 1. Explain how to use a number line to multiply 9 times 50. Now, you don't need to write down this answer, but I wonder if you could practice speaking out loud as if you were telling someone how we could use an open number line to solve a multiplication problem like this. So think about it. We can draw a number line, right? Drawing 0 on the far left-hand side. We would have 9 jumps, and each jump would go 50 spaces. So 9 jumps of 50. And wherever we land, that 9th jump, that number is the product of 9 times 50. Right? Number 2, how are the products in box C on page 540 like skip counting by 5? So you need to look on the previous page, that's the printed version of the visual learning video, and just focus on box C. What do you notice about the products? I've got the guided practice answer key on the next slide, so this is just something to think about and to make your observations right now in your own workbook. Okay, so for number 3, they drew an open number line for us, and we need to use this model to show multiplying 4 times 60. So this one-digit multiplier tells us how many jumps we're making. Starting from 0, 1 jump, you label this point on the number line, 60, right? That's 1 jump. We want to make our jumps evenly spaced. So that's 2, 3, and 4. Jumping in this direction. So just got it right in my jump numbers. Sometimes that helps me keep track. So for skip counting by 60, it's kind of like skip counting by 6, but we add a 0 in the ones place. So 6, 12, but it's 12 tens, so 120, right? Add 60 to that, we get 180. Add 60 to that, we get 240. So 4 times 60 equals 240. Cool. All right. For number 4, it says, John says 4 times 6 equals 4 groups of 6 ones. 4 times 6 equals 24. Complete the sentences to describe 4 times 60 in a similar way. All right, 4 times 60 should sound familiar, and that was the previous problem. So, just as John says 4 times 6 equals 4 groups of 6 ones, we can say 4 times 60 is 4 groups of 6 tens. So go ahead and write that in your notebook too, workbook. And he says 4 times 6 equals 24. We can say 4 times 60 equals 240. Okay. As promised, here's the answer key for the guided practice portion of this page. So go ahead and read these. Yep, and our model for number 3 matches the answer key, as does our fill in the blanks to complete the sentences. Cool. For independent practice, if you're choosing to work in the workbook, you'll finish this page doing numbers 5 through 9 on page 541. And on the following page, 542, you'll just do the last problem. That's number 15, and it has 2 parts. So again, here's the workbook assignment. But if you're going to work online, you can watch the Another Look video and do either the Quick Check or Practice Buddy for 10-1. Of course, you can do both Quick Check and Practice Buddy if you wish. And those of you working in your workbook, since you don't have the Another Look video, if you do want to see yet another example, you can turn the page after the independent practice. There's this homework and practice page. Right at the top, there's an example that's also called Another Look for you to take a look at a word problem and how you would show it on an open number line, the equation that goes with it, as well as kind of seeing how patterns occur when we're multiplying by multiples of 10. All right, thanks for your hard work. Maybe I'll see you at 2 p.m. or maybe tomorrow or the next day. Bye.